Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." But what if the truth is unclear? What if you're stuck between thinking a woman likes you and realizing she's just being polite? In today's world, where social niceties blur the lines of attraction, many men mistake friendliness for romantic interest. Women might smile, laugh at your jokes, and keep conversations going, but does it mean she truly likes you? Or is she just being nice? The Stoics mastered human psychology because they lived by reason, not emotions. They observed patterns, questioned their own biases, and cut through illusions. That's exactly what we'll do in this video. By the end, you'll be able to tell, without a doubt, whether she genuinely likes you or if you're just another guy she's being polite to. So watch till the end, like this video, and share your experiences in the comments. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. She never initiates, but always replies. If a woman is truly interested in you, she will find a reason to talk to you. This is not wishful thinking, it's human nature. When someone genuinely desires a connection, they don't just wait passively for interaction, they create it. They ask questions, they send memes, they start conversations out of the blue. They don't just reply, they engage. They don't let silence stretch endlessly because they actually want to talk to you. But if she never initiates and only responds when you reach out first, that's a sign you are not a priority, you are simply an option. She may be polite, she may give you a friendly response, but she's not choosing to engage with you. And that difference is crucial. Interest is proactive, not passive. A woman who values your presence in her life will demonstrate it through consistent and enthusiastic effort. A woman who likes you will not let the conversation die. She will keep it going, ask about your day, and show curiosity about your life. She will find excuses to interact, whether it's reacting to your Instagram story, asking for your opinion on something random, or sharing something she knows you'd appreciate. She will reach out just to say good morning or to check in on how your meeting went. She will want to hear from you, not just as a courtesy, but because she enjoys the connection. But a woman who is only being nice? She will reply out of obligation, not excitement. She will respond to your messages, but her texts will feel neutral, transactional, or short. She may answer a question, but not ask one in return. She may acknowledge your presence, but won't invite further conversation. It's passive, not engaged. And deep down, you'll feel the difference. Conversations with an interested woman have warmth, enthusiasm, and energy. Conversations with an indifferent woman feel like pulling teeth. Many men fall into the trap of overanalyzing lukewarm responses, thinking, maybe she's just shy, or maybe she's waiting for me to make the first move. But this is a form of self-deception. As the Stoics taught, we must observe reality as it is, not as we want it to be. If you're always the one reaching out, and she never puts in effort to continue the dialogue, the truth is simple, she's just not that into you. Attraction doesn't work in silence. If she truly wanted you in her life, you wouldn't be left wondering. Some women will keep responding to avoid confrontation or to maintain a sense of control. They may not dislike you, but they don't desire you. They won't reject you outright, but they also won't pursue you. They keep the door slightly open, just enough to keep you around, but never enough to make you feel truly wanted. They breadcrumb you, giving you just enough attention to keep you hooked, but never enough to give you clarity. They respond, but they never reach out first. They engage, but only when you initiate. This keeps you doing the work, while they stay in the position of power. This is why a Stoic man does not tolerate uncertainty. He does not waste time deciphering mixed signals or chasing a woman who only offers breadcrumbs of attention. Instead, he focuses on what is clear, consistent effort, genuine interest, and mutual desire. He understands that attraction is never complicated. If she wants you, she will show you. If she doesn't, you will always be the one doing all the work. Some men believe that if they keep trying, they can change a woman's mind. That if they stay consistent, she'll eventually come around. But this is a fundamental mistake. Genuine attraction is felt, not forced. A woman who is truly interested does not need to be convinced. She will naturally seek out your presence. If she's not doing that, no amount of effort on your part will change her heart. So, the next time you find yourself waiting for her to text first, ask yourself, am I pursuing someone who actually wants to talk to me, or am I just an afterthought? If you have to force the connection, it's not real. And a wise man does not chase what is not his to begin with. Instead, he moves forward, knowing that the right woman will never leave him questioning her interest. A high-value man understands that his energy is precious, and he only invests it where it is appreciated, not where it is tolerated. He does not waste time waiting for a woman to maybe show interest one day. He seeks out relationships where effort is mutual, enthusiasm is natural, and the desire is obvious. He values himself enough to walk away from situations that are built on wishful thinking rather than reality. Because the truth is simple, if she wanted to talk to you, she would. And if she doesn't, then the answer is already clear. Chapter 2. She's always busy or cancels plans last minute. When a woman is truly interested in you, she makes time for you, no matter how packed her schedule is. Life gets busy for everyone, but when someone values you, they will prioritize you. They will find even the smallest windows of time to connect. Maybe it's a quick coffee before work, a phone call before bed, or rearranging plans just to see you. Interest always finds a way. But if she's always busy or frequently cancels plans at the last minute, she's sending a clear message. The first time could be a legitimate reason. Life happens, unexpected situations arise. But if this becomes a pattern, it's no longer about circumstances, it's about priorities. A woman who constantly cancels, reschedules, or gives vague excuses is subtly showing you that spending time with you is not high on her list. Many men fall into the trap of making excuses for her behavior. They tell themselves, she's just overwhelmed with work, or maybe she's going through a tough time. But as Seneca wisely stated, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. False hope is a dangerous thing. It makes men hold on to the idea that maybe next time will be different. But reality does not lie. If she consistently cancels, she's not invested. A woman's interest is always reflected in her actions, not her words. A woman who is genuinely interested will create time, even when she doesn't have it. She won't let excuses get in the way. If she has to cancel a date, she will immediately suggest another day because she wants to see you. She won't disappear and expect you to reach out again. She'll make an effort to keep the momentum going. A woman who cares about you will feel a sense of obligation to maintain the connection, even if life gets hectic. However, if she frequently cancels without offering an alternative, it's because she doesn't see you as a priority. It's a way of soft rejecting you without having to explicitly say the words. Some women do this to avoid confrontation. They don't want to hurt your feelings, so they keep the door open just enough to avoid a direct no. But their actions speak louder than words. If she truly wanted to see you, she would ensure that it happens. There's also another layer to consider. When a woman genuinely likes you, she feels a sense of excitement and anticipation before seeing you. That means she wants to make time, she wants to see you, and she won't flake on plans unless it's absolutely unavoidable. When a woman cancels on you last minute without a real effort to reschedule, it's because the excitement isn't there. When she values a man, she will naturally look forward to seeing him, and any disruptions to plans will feel disappointing to her, not like a convenient escape. A Stoic man does not beg for time. He does not chase someone who consistently shows indifference. Instead, he observes reality as it is, without illusion. He understands that interest is never complicated. If she values you, she will make it clear. If she doesn't, she will be vague, inconsistent, and unreliable. A man who knows his worth does not waste time trying to decipher mixed signals. He reads them for what they are, a sign that she is not fully invested. So, if she keeps telling you she's busy, ask yourself, is she actually too busy, or am I just not important enough for her to make time? If she cancels plans without effort to reschedule, recognize that she's not prioritizing you. And if she leaves you wondering whether she even wants to see you at all, then the answer is already clear: she doesn't. A wise man does not waste time chasing half-hearted interest. He walks away with dignity, knowing that the right woman will never make him question whether she wants to be there. He understands that time is his most valuable resource, and he invests it only in those who truly appreciate it. A woman who truly desires you will never put you in a position where you have to wonder about her intentions. She will make them unmistakably clear. Chapter 3. Her body language is neutral or closed off. Words can be deceptive, but body language never lies. A woman might smile at you, laugh at your jokes, or even hold a conversation with you, but if her body isn't engaged, then her mind isn't either. Attraction is subconscious. When a woman is interested, her body will show it without her even realizing it. She will lean in when you speak, touch your arm lightly, and make prolonged eye contact. She will mirror your movements, adjust her hair, and position herself toward you because her body is instinctively trying to connect with you. But when a woman is just being polite or friendly, her body language will remain neutral or even slightly closed off. She will keep a comfortable distance between you, avoiding unnecessary physical contact. Her posture will be relaxed but not engaged. She won't lean in when you talk, and her smile, while polite, will not linger or carry warmth. She may nod as you speak, but there will be no unconscious mirroring of your gestures, no subtle shifts to bring her closer to you. This is where many men go wrong. They listen to a woman's words but ignore her actions. She may say she's happy to see you, but if her arms are crossed, her body is angled away, or she maintains a physical gap between you, then she's not fully present. She may engage in conversation, but if she never initiates physical contact, never closes the space between you, and never makes sustained eye contact, then she is not feeling the pull of attraction. The Stoics believed in judging people by their actions rather than their words. Marcus Aurelius advised that truth is found in behavior, not in fleeting statements. A woman who says she enjoys talking to you but shows no physical engagement is simply being social. A woman who gives you the same level of attention as everyone else in the room is not singling you out as someone special. If she's not physically drawn to you, she's not emotionally invested either. Pay close attention to how she reacts when you move closer. Does she instinctively lean in as well, or does she subtly shift away? If you touch her lightly, on the arm, for example, does she reciprocate later, or does she avoid further physical contact? When you speak, does she lock eyes with you for just a second too long, or does her gaze wander around the room? These micro-behaviors tell you far more than her words ever will. Another strong indicator is her level of physical comfort. If a woman likes you, she will find ways to close the distance between you. She will stand a little too close in a conversation, brush against you accidentally, or lightly touch your arm when making a point. If you're sitting next to each other, she might shift her position so that your legs or arms are close. These are not coincidences, they are unconscious expressions of attraction. On the other hand, if a woman keeps a noticeable space between you, if she never initiates any kind of physical interaction, and if her body remains neutral and unengaged, then she is keeping things strictly platonic. Even if she's smiling and being friendly, a lack of physical involvement is telling you everything you need to know. A Stoic man does not chase signs that aren't there. He does not let wishful thinking cloud his perception of reality. He observes a woman's behavior objectively, without adding emotion or overanalyzing small gestures. If she's interested, she will show it without hesitation. If she's not, then no amount of words or wishful thinking will change that. So, the next time you're with a woman and wondering where you stand, don't listen to her words, watch her body. Does she lean in, maintain eye contact, and find small excuses to touch you? Or does she keep her distance, remain neutral, and avoid any unnecessary closeness? The truth is always in her actions, and a wise man does not waste time hoping for a different reality. Chapter 4. She's engaging, but only in group settings. A woman who is truly interested in you will seek out private moments with you. She won't just talk to you because you happen to be in the same group. She will go out of her way to create one-on-one interactions. She'll find small excuses to stay behind when others leave, pull you aside for private conversations, or linger near you when there's an opportunity to be alone. Her behavior will show that she values your presence beyond the social context. She won't need the presence of others as an excuse to engage with you. Instead, she will actively try to carve out time for just the two of you. But if she only interacts with you when others are around, it's a sign that she sees you as just another person in the group, not someone she is romantically drawn to. She may laugh at your jokes, respond to your comments, and even engage in friendly banter, but the key thing to notice is that she never seeks out private time with you. She enjoys the social interaction, but she's not going out of her way to deepen the connection. She isn't shy, she just isn't interested in taking things further. This is a subtle but crucial difference. Many men mistake a woman's friendliness in group settings as a sign of attraction. They think, she laughed at my joke, or she responded positively when I talked to her, and assume that these moments mean something more. But Marcus Aurelius warned against judging people based on isolated moments. Stoicism teaches us to observe patterns, not exceptions. A woman might engage with you in a group because it's natural, easy, and expected. But if she never makes an effort to be alone with you, then her behavior tells you everything you need to know. There's also another important element at play here: social comfort. Some women are naturally warm and outgoing in group settings, especially when surrounded by friends or colleagues. They might make eye contact, joke around, or even seem flirtatious in a social context, but that energy does not necessarily extend to one-on-one interactions. A woman who is interested in you romantically will try to bridge that gap. She will make small efforts to spend time with you away from the crowd because she wants a connection that isn't dependent on the group dynamic. On the other hand, if she consistently keeps things surface level when the group isn't around, she is showing you that she does not see you in a deeper way. Maybe she avoids lingering when everyone else leaves. Maybe she quickly wraps up conversations when it's just the two of you. Maybe she never texts or reaches out to continue a discussion from the group. These are all signs that her engagement with you is purely social, not personal. A woman who is genuinely interested will find a reason to continue the conversation later. She will check in on things you mentioned, ask follow-up questions, or suggest getting together outside of the usual group environment. A Stoic man does not ignore these signs. He does not delude himself into thinking that he just needs to try harder or be more impressive in the group setting to get her attention. He understands that attraction is not something that can be forced, it is either there or it isn't. And if a woman is not making an effort to connect with him outside of a group, he accepts that reality instead of chasing after false hope. The more a man tries to force a deeper connection where there is none, the more he disrespects his own time and energy. This doesn't mean she dislikes you or is being deceitful. She may genuinely enjoy your company in a group setting, but that's where it ends for her. And that's fine. Not every social interaction needs to lead to romance. The key is recognizing when something is merely friendly rather than reading too much into it. Too often, men project their desires onto situations, seeing meaning where there is none. This is why self-awareness is critical. Understanding the difference between genuine interest and polite engagement will save you from unnecessary frustration and heartache. It's also worth considering the possibility that she enjoys the attention but has no intention of taking things further. Some women thrive in group settings because it allows them to maintain multiple social connections without committing to any one person. They enjoy the flirtation and validation that comes with group interactions, but have no real desire to pursue anything serious. If she only seems to be engaged when others are around and never seeks private interactions, she might be using the group dynamic as a buffer. This is why it is essential to observe her actions, not just her words. So, the next time you notice a woman engaging with you in a group, take a step back and ask yourself, does she ever try to talk to me when no one else is around? Does she initiate conversations outside of social gatherings? Does she create opportunities to spend time together privately? If the answer is no, then the truth is clear. She enjoys your presence as part of the group, but she does not see you as someone she wants to pursue romantically. And the wise man does not waste time where he is not truly wanted. A man of high value never forces his presence where it is not actively desired. He does not rely on group settings to gauge a woman's interest. Instead, he looks at the effort she makes outside of those settings. Does she follow up with you? Does she make plans? Does she show signs that she wants to be with you when others are not around? These are the indicators that truly matter. Anything else is just noise. Ultimately, a Stoic man knows that the right woman will not need a group setting to engage with him. She will make her interest known through consistent actions, not just comfortable social interactions. He does not settle for lukewarm engagement, he seeks genuine connection. And most importantly, he values himself enough to walk away when that connection is not there. Chapter 5. She talks about other men a lot. When a woman is genuinely attracted to you, her focus is on you. She wants to be the center of your attention, and she subtly or even openly guides the conversation in that direction. She wants to know what you think of her, what you notice about her, and how you perceive her. She enjoys the idea of exclusivity, even before a relationship officially begins. A woman who desires you won't waste time discussing other men because, in her mind, they are irrelevant. You are the one who matters. But if she constantly brings up other men, whether it's a male friend who just broke up with his girlfriend, a coworker who flirts with her at the office, or an ex she's supposedly over, this is not an accident. It's a deliberate sign that she sees you in a platonic way. It's not just small talk, it's her way of setting an unspoken boundary. She is subtly, but firmly, communicating that she does not see you as a romantic prospect. Even if she doesn't say it outright, her actions are telling you the truth. You are not the man she desires. Many men make the mistake of thinking they can change this dynamic. They believe that by being her emotional support system, listening to her problems with other men, and offering advice, they will somehow earn a place in her heart. They think that by proving how much they care, she will eventually wake up and realize that they are the perfect guy for her. But in reality, the more you allow yourself to be in this role, the deeper you sink into the dreaded friend zone. You are not proving your worth, you are proving your availability. And the more available you are, the less she values you. A Stoic man does not waste his time on what is not his. Epictetus warned against chasing things that do not belong to us, whether it's wealth, status, or, in this case, a woman's affection. If she frequently discusses other men, this is not a test for you to pass. It is not a puzzle you need to solve. It is a boundary. And if you're wise, you'll respect it rather than fight against it. This doesn't mean she is intentionally trying to hurt you. In many cases, she may not even be aware of what she's doing. Women naturally talk about what's on their minds, and if other men frequently come up in conversation, it's because they occupy her thoughts more than you do. That alone is enough of an answer. If you are merely a sounding board for her emotional dilemmas, then you are not someone she sees in a romantic light. And no amount of patience, kindness, or deep conversations will change that. A woman who is truly into you will avoid mentioning other men unless it serves a specific purpose, like making you jealous or testing your reaction. She will be aware of how you might feel. But when a woman continuously brings them up without any concern for how it affects you, it's because she assumes you won't mind. In her mind, you are not in competition with these men, you are simply a supportive presence in her life, not a romantic option. She may enjoy your company, appreciate your kindness, and value your friendship, but she does not crave your attention the way a woman who is attracted to you would. A Stoic man recognizes this and does not take it personally. He does not beg for her attention or try to outcompete the other men she talks about. He does not sit through endless stories about her ex, hoping that one day she will suddenly see him differently. Instead, he values his time and energy, choosing to invest them where he is respected, desired, and appreciated. He does not try to force his way into a woman's heart. He understands that attraction is not a negotiation, it either exists or it doesn't. If a woman repeatedly brings up other men in your presence, take it as the message it is. Do not wait around hoping for things to change. Do not convince yourself that if you just stay a little longer, if you just prove yourself one more time, she will eventually reciprocate your feelings. She has already shown you where you stand. Accept it with grace, maintain your dignity, and move forward toward relationships where your presence is genuinely wanted. A man of value does not linger in places where he is not appreciated. He does not waste time hoping for affection that will never come. He knows his worth, and he understands that the right woman will never make him feel like an afterthought. So when a woman constantly talks about other men, see it for what it is, not a challenge, not a test, but a clear sign that your time is better spent elsewhere. And when you walk away from situations where you are merely tolerated, you create space for something far better, a connection where you are pursued, valued, and desired. Chapter 6. She's too comfortable around you. Attraction carries a natural tension. When a woman is drawn to a man, she is aware of how she looks, how she speaks, and how she presents herself in his presence. She puts in effort, even if it's subtle. She might fix her hair when talking to him, adjust her posture, or carefully choose her words to make a good impression. That slight nervousness, the desire to be perceived in the best possible light, is a sign of romantic interest. It means she sees you as someone worth impressing, someone whose opinion matters to her in a deeper way. However, when a woman sees a man as nothing more than a friend, that tension disappears. She becomes completely at ease, treating him like a sibling or a close friend rather than a man she desires. If she's totally relaxed around you, burping, wearing sweatpants without a second thought, talking about embarrassing personal moments, or discussing other guys she finds attractive, it's a clear sign that she does not see you as a potential partner. There is no effort, no hesitation, and no subtle signs of nervousness that indicate attraction. Instead, she treats you as a safety net, someone she can be her unfiltered self around without consequence. Many men mistake this level of comfort for intimacy. They believe that because she shares personal details, jokes around freely, and confides in them, there must be a deeper connection. They tell themselves that her openness is a sign of trust, that maybe she just needs more time to realize how special they are. But what they fail to realize is that women do not feel the need to impress men they are not attracted to. She sees you as safe, familiar, and non-threatening, not as a challenge, not as someone who excites her, and certainly not as someone she envisions being with romantically. A woman who desires a man will have a different kind of energy around him. Even if she's confident, there will be a level of awareness, a slight hesitation before speaking, a carefulness in her words, an effort in her appearance. She will want to be seen in a certain light. But if she's completely uninhibited, if she treats you like one of her girlfriends, calls you her bestie, or casually discusses her dating life in front of you, she is making it abundantly clear that she does not see you in a romantic way. Stoicism teaches us to accept the truth, no matter how inconvenient or disappointing it may be. A man who lives with a Stoic mindset does not delude himself with false hope or misinterpret friendliness for desire. He sees things as they are, not as he wishes them to be. If a woman treats you like a brother, a therapist, or a backup plan, then that is exactly what you are to her, not her desire, not her priority, and not the man she dreams about at night. This realization can be harsh, but it is also liberating. Once you understand that her comfort does not equate to attraction, you stop wasting time trying to turn friendship into romance. You stop hoping that one day she will wake up and see you differently. Instead, you reclaim your energy and invest it in situations where your presence is valued in the way you want it to be. A Stoic man does not beg for attention or wait for a woman to change her feelings. He moves with purpose, recognizes the reality of human nature, and does not settle for being an emotional crutch. He understands that attraction is not something that can be negotiated or convinced. It either exists or it doesn't. If a woman is too comfortable around you, if she treats you like one of her girlfriends or like a safe space rather than an exciting presence, then it's time to acknowledge the truth. She is not the one holding you back. Your attachment to false hope is. And once you let that go, you free yourself to pursue relationships where attraction is mutual, where effort is reciprocated, and where your presence is truly desired. Chapter 7. She's different with you than with other men. One of the most powerful ways to determine a woman's real feelings is to observe how she treats other men in comparison to you. The truth is, attraction isn't just about what she says, it's about how she acts around you versus how she acts around everyone else. If she flirts openly with other guys, laughs at their jokes, and engages in playful banter, but when she's with you, she seems more distant, reserved, or overly casual, then she is not romantically interested. Women naturally gravitate toward the men they desire, and their energy reflects that. If she's giving more excitement, attention, and warmth to other guys than she does to you, it's a clear sign that she doesn't see you in a romantic way. On the other hand, if you notice a distinct shift in her behavior when she's around you, if she becomes extra attentive, asks deeper and more personal questions, or even gets slightly nervous, it's a sign that you mean more to her. Women who feel a genuine attraction tend to show signs of investment. They remember small details you shared, bring up past conversations, or seek your approval in subtle ways. One of the key lessons from Stoicism is the importance of recognizing patterns rather than focusing on isolated moments. If she occasionally laughs at your jokes or gives you a friendly touch, it doesn't automatically mean she's interested in you romantically. But if, across multiple interactions, she consistently treats you with a deeper level of engagement and focus than she does other men, then there's a good chance she sees you as more than just a friend. The biggest mistake men make is overanalyzing one small interaction. Maybe she touched your arm once, maybe she texted you first once, maybe she complimented your outfit once. But Stoicism teaches us to observe without bias. One moment of kindness does not indicate attraction. One joke she laughed at does not mean she wants to date you. The key is to zoom out and assess her behavior over time. If she treats you the same way she treats every other man, laughing, being polite, and engaging, but without any real distinction, you are likely just another guy in her social circle. However, if she makes time for you, seeks your presence in a group, or gives you a unique kind of attention, then you may be more than just a friend. A Stoic man does not rely on wishful thinking. He observes, understands, and makes rational conclusions. If a woman's behavior towards you is no different than towards other men, the answer is simple: she doesn't see you as special. Accept reality, move on, and focus your energy on those who truly appreciate your presence. Seneca once said, "Fate leads the willing, and drags along the reluctant. You must be willing to see the truth. If a woman likes you, it will be obvious. If you have to decode her actions, overanalyze her words, or wonder if she's just being nice, she's probably just being nice. Do not chase illusions. A Stoic man does not beg for attention. He does not settle for politeness when he deserves passion. He walks away from uncertainty and towards self-respect. Now, tell me in the comments, have you ever mistaken kindness for interest? Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Let's build a mindset that attracts women who truly want us, not just those who are nice out of obligation.